Yo YouTube, it's time for a sales day video. I have orders on both stores, so we've got both devices here to show you what we got and pick them out. I did fill some orders late yesterday. As you can see here, got a pretty good pile of stuff already. So this is just going to be the stuff from later yesterday and then this morning. I only have a couple orders on the new store, so we'll do those first. Nothing terribly exciting, pretty consistent with other things that have been sold. A first one I need actually out of a stack that's on my desk right there. So 125 bags 7. I have to get a lot of bags put away. I have the scanner right now, so I rip through a lot more listings at a time, which is a good thing, but then I have a lot more bags to put away. Got to move some stuff around to get some bags in there. And I got to get to a point. Here we go. We need Bustin' Dustin out of 1986 Garbage Pail Kids, $2.99. But yeah, I got to get some other, this next drawer down here, this non-skewered drawer. It's getting pretty thin now with what's in it. I need to get that stuff moved. And either bagged or stripped down so that I can use it for kids' bags or something. I'm not sure, but because there's a bunch of, well, obviously the non-sport stuff I'll keep and I'll skew that up, but a bunch of this stuff is just like base optic football and stuff that I bought big lots of. Anyway, so I'm going to try to see if I can get through that this week. Alright, and then the next one is a Walking Dead comic book promo card. So 1/8/25 2, I think, right? Yep, 2. So kind of fun, kind of a fun card here. And then we'll take a look a little bit at store 2 and how it's going. Here we go, Walking Dead. Walking Dead stuff still does pretty well, so I still buy it, especially promo cards and stuff. Alright, so that's those 2 orders. So where are we at with this store? I'm at, it's probably a bad way to look at it. I'm at 2,768 listings right now. So we're just shy of 2,800 listings in there. And we're at about 59.5 in the main store. So that would put that one, so basically I'm at 61, almost 62,000 listings total between the two. So not bad, not bad. We still have, sales are increasing and we're still getting growth on the orders, or on the listing side as well. All right, this one was listed a while ago, 12/31/23. Pulling a lot more stuff out of old bags, which is good. I definitely want that. Here's a 95 Fleer Metal Barry Sanders, and then we need a 2000 Fleer Metal Favre, so that's 4/6. I think that's going to be right here, 4/6/13. So still pounding out the Favre stuff. There we go. Got a whole bag of these. Nice sale there. So yeah, I'm getting closer to the point where I might pull out a box of Favre based stuff and get some more listed. We'll see. I listed a few cards that I had just kind of laying around, stuff that either wasn't skewed or didn't get listed for some reason, so I'm kind of listing that Favre stuff first. Here's a 99 Topps Gold label Mike Piazza. That's the other card in that order. And that order was $10.97. 12/3 bag 7. Where did this come from? Oh, it's up here. Okay. And I pulled out so many cards. I don't generally do this video on Mondays after weekend orders because I have so many. And it took me till like 7:30 last night. I had that many orders. I had like 20 some orders on the second store and then 140 some I think on the main store. Anyway, it was a ton of cards. So that's why I don't do that, because it would be a 12-hour video and it would make my day even longer, so I don't bother with that. Here we go, card right on the top. Jackie Robinson for $3. Malin and Ginter. But I pulled so many cards out I could actually move my bags forward again, which I just did a couple days ago. So stuff is selling through pretty quickly, which I like. Here's a Pete Alonso jersey card, which I got in a lot of stuff I bought from one of my regulars. $5. Pete Alonso game used memorabilia card. He's obviously a hot name right now with his big contract and all that good stuff. And changing teams, free agency and everything, so good there. 623 bag 4. 623 bag 4. Oh, of course, it's the last one in this previous aisle here. These I'm gonna have to pull a couple out though. Not as far in on these ones that I pulled out, so there we go. Alright, so I need a Tavon Austin rookie card right there. Just a base, looks like the old 86 tops. And that's all for $1.89. That just came from like a huge lot of random rookie football stuff, which I try to get once in a while. Actually, I think that came from the bulk box buy last year. Really trying to get those listed down so that I can do another big buy like that, because it's so much fun. And it's by far the best way to buy, price-wise and everything. And if you're buying, you know, a 50-cent dollar box out, you should get decent stuff in it. Here's another Garbage Pail Kids card from the main store. Again, I won't be listing any more of these here. Shadowy Sean, I think, is the one, right? Yep. Shadowy Sean, and that was sold for $1.99. So that's good. Sell through the Garbage Pail Kids and keep taking the other. I have plenty of Garbage Pail Kids to list, and I'll keep those going on the new store. Okay. A 91.92 Skybox. I know that's not skewed, but I know right where it is, pretty much. It's going to be when I bought that almost complete set a couple years ago for like $2 or something. It was crazy cheap. Sold a ton of cards out of it already. I need Rod Higgins. I don't even know who that is. So happy to get that sale. See if we can find a Rod Higgins. So I just kind of listed this whole set. Most of a set when I got it, and just kind of let it sell down as it goes. And I sold a couple cards here and there, and they keep going. You know, some of the obvious ones sold right away, Jordans and stuff, but it doesn't mean, I mean, I sold a Rod Higgins, so it doesn't mean you can't sell the other cards. I sold a Rod Higgins for, I think, the same amount I paid for the whole set. So yeah, when you get the right deal, it's, and I just love the set. So this was back before I was doing this full time. I just bought them, thought they were cool. Barcelona cards do really well. The set of the entire Barcelona team does extremely well. There, nope, that's Ron Anderson. I need Ron Higgins. Or Rod Higgins, excuse me. Here he is. Rod Higgins. I guess he was a sixth man at the time. Okay, so 121. So I've got a few basketball sales. So basketball has definitely been doing better than it has been in a long time. It's not, by far, not my best card subject for sales. Okay, we need this Browns like team logo card that's on here. From Donruss, I know these do well. I've sold a few in the past. This one sold for $2.99. Alright, next we've got a Favre non-skewed card. It's out in the cabinet in the hallway, so I'll pick that up later. 99 Bowman's Best for $1.99. We've got a sticker. 24.25. Should be a pack of mostly stickers in here, I think, yeah. And who do I need? I need David Long Jr. Again, random names. Those are what seem to be a bread and butter from time to time. And it's just nice. It just helps you with the other sales. There it is, sticker for $1.99. So it just helps you maintain the profit on the more key cards that you're selling, and probably taking some offers on, paying more fees on, things like that. Can help you get through those extra expenses. Okay, 813 bag 2. I've had this one for a while, longer than I thought I would. But berry stuff just doesn't sell that well in the off season, and then it goes gangbusters during the season, for me at least. This Hall of Fame green mosaic sold for $7. Good sale. So I just kind of constantly buy berry because it's just been a really good one for me. My store does well with his stuff. Okay. Baseball. Baseball's definitely heating up. 124. Oh, this is going to be way at the top here. So 124, 4. 24 and 4. And I need a Yankees pennant card. Let's see, where is that? Might be up here. Nope. Don't see. There it is. Yankees. Alright, this is an order of 10 cards for $28.90. 124. 24.4. Before discounts, of course. And then we have a ASG set, which is down there, so I'll pull that when I get over there. 11, 14, 24. Alright, I need a Babe Ruth card out of here. There he is, Babe Ruth Optic. Okay, then we need a Thurman Thomas card, 1254. So in here, Thurman Thomas, just a 96 Summit base card, which didn't scan very well, so I'm glad it sold. Here it is. I know everybody, or I should say most people, wanted the Bills to win, to go to the Super Bowl, just to see mainly to see a new team, I think, in there over anything else. And it just didn't play out that way. So we're going to see the Eagles and the 919-3. Where is this? Oh, right here. We're going to see the Eagles and the Chiefs. A couple of teams that are fairly regular in the Super Bowl. Here we go. Need one of those ovations. Okay. 2 and 3. There we go. Alright, then I need 221.24. So we're going to go back to the top here. So again, selling early stuff, which is good. 221.7. So we need a Shane Nelson out of here. Another Bills player. Shane Nelson, there he is. And we need a Charmed promo card. Interesting mix here of order. And that's why sometimes when people are like, well, switch up, shift, make it so that your non-sport stuff is in a separate store, and because it doesn't affect your sales crossing each other. And I'm like, I sell non-sport with sport all the time. It does make some sense to separate them all, which is why I'm doing it, but charmed promo there. But the argument of, well, people who buy sports cards don't buy non-sports cards is not valid at all, in my experience. But it does make more sense to have, okay, my non-sports stuff's in here, my sports stuff is in here, because generally, somebody who's looking for a Pat Mahomes card right now is maybe not shopping for the Walking Dead cards. Not that they don't buy both, but the timing and stuff can be a little different. Tanaka die cut Topps Chrome, love that card. I wish I would have bought both. Those were in a 4 for $1 sale at the Green Bay show, and top loaded besides. But I only bought the one. I should have just bought them both. 12/7 base 5. I'm getting close to honestly needing new inventory. I always tell myself, oh, you need new inventory. There it is. Thurman Thomas, 1990 Topps. Very generic low-end card. Probably had 100 of those in my time when I think the Topps packs were like 50 cents or 75 cents back at that time. And then we need a Favre 2010 Classics base. So some nice base cards going out the door, which is good. 914, I got a big stack of these, whole bag of these, so love seeing that. Okay, now we got 10 items for $46.90. First one is an older Stafford card, 116, bag 2. I was buying a little bit more Stafford last year, which is kind of ironic because they didn't have a very good season last year. They were doing much better this year. But since I was buying a bunch of it, that doesn't look right. 116.24. Wrong bag. So I just kind of held on to it because I figured that they would come back and have a better season. I still think Stafford long term is a great player. 116 bag 2. Here we go. Should be in here. There it is. Stafford Mosaic Silver. So anyway, when I was buying some of the Stafford stuff last year, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna drop prices or do anything drastic. I'm just gonna hang on to them, and they'll be better next year. And I was pretty much right on with that. Not that I get them all right by any measure, but 5-3 bag 3. There we go. And we need a Sam Laporta rookie out of here. His stuff's been very hot for me. I've been, again, kind of picking his up over the, here it is, over the last 2 years. And they kind of sit, or the last year I should say, and they kind of sit and don't do anything, and then as the playoffs get closer, then I get sales on those. 9-4 bag 10. I'm really figuring out like what to stock up when to hang on to stuff, when to just sell it and get it gone, when the markets are better. Here's a Jerry Rice Red Wave Prism card. Very cool. Which sports sell better, which players sell better. There's a lot of learning curve in this kind of a market, and I mean it changes every day, of course, but not really drastically. I think there's more emphasis put on that than there needs to be. The market does change, but it has set principles too. Kyler Murray Pink Camo. So I'm just really nailing those down and making sure that I have that, so I can keep applying those and then just kind of adjust them as things change. Here's a Prism Kyler Murray. I don't know where that is. It doesn't have a SKU, so I'll have to look that up. A 23 Prism Tua Silver. That's an old listing too. Same thing, I was buying Tua stuff last year, and let's see, 21, 23. And it didn't do much during the season this year. now it's getting sales for whatever reason. There we go, Silver Prism. It's a pretty small bag. This one's gonna have to get pulled soon, which is good because this is one of my first bags I made, December 21 of the previous December. So we're getting down there on some of those early bags, which is good. Alright, a Dion 11-19-8. Dion 11-19-8. Need a Dion Silver. See where that is. There it is, Dion Silver. And we need a Kurt Warner Silver. Nice, a Kurt Warner sighting. This stuff's not like fast mover, but it does sell for decent money. It's gonna be this big. Does sell for decent money, so I buy it, and then you just kind of have to hang on to it for a bit so you can find a buyer. So I won't go like crazy nuts on Kurt Warner stuff, but I'll buy a few decent cards here and there. In fact, I think it's mostly going to be Kurt Warner in here because it was stuff that I had from 1,000 years ago when I was buying. Here we go, Kurt Warner Silver. And I had listed them, you know, all together when I was doing things by player versus SKUs. Okay, then we need a green Jared Goff. 5-23-24-4. 23, 24, 4. Wow, this one's really getting slim. Yeah, this one I'm going to have to redo. I can barely see it anymore. Jared Goff Green Mosaic. Nice. We're going to set this bag aside. I have like 2 or 3 more bags I got to combine. So they're fast and furious. They're coming out of here. And need to be redone, which is good because that's a way to sort of do inventory checks. At least that's kind of how I do it. I can see, you know, what's still in the bag, what should be in the bag. Larry Fitz Silver, nice. That's the end of that order. One's getting pretty thin too. 21-9. Okay, next one we've got a Mickey Mantle, 10-17-3. 10-17-3. Here we go. It's going to be in here. So strange, seems like a strange spot for it, but I must have been listing just a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, there it is. Topps Chrome for $7. Love Mickey Mantle cards. I pretty much buy any mantle that I find. Modern mantles is more my play, but alright, 3-22-17. So we've got a police card here of, who is that? Just lost my spot, 1 second here. It looks like Ted Thompson, the old team manager. There he is, Ted Thompson from 05. And that's all for $1.99. Love me some police cards. I got a huge box of police cards I got to list yet too, including a bunch of Favre rookies, so that's always good. Here's a 6-card Ricky Henderson order. 7/29 bag 4. She ordered 6 of these Grand Theft Upper Deck cards, which is great because I find these cheap all the time. 3, 4, 5, 6, and those sold for $11.94, which I didn't pay anywhere near that, so that's a nice sale. Love it when quantity sells. It's always good. Alright, I'm guessing I got a nickel or a dime into those. Alright, a Brady card, 6/6 bag 13. That's going to be back here. 6/6. Oh, right here. Another Top Strata. These have been selling quick, so I might have to... actually, I think I only have one left. I'm going to have to up the price on those. It's so weird when it hits the algorithm and then pluck, 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 pluck. You end up with, you know... You had 10 and now you've got like 2 within a week. Okay, 9, 19, bag 13. We need a Star Wars card. Need a Star Wars Tusken Raider. Doesn't look like that's going to be in there. 19, 13. Doesn't look like there's an old Star Wars card in. Oh, there is. There he is. Tusken Raider, I was wrong. And that sold for $3.99. Nice. Always buying vintage Star Wars. Always. 13 right there. 310, bag 3. The Mahomes stuff is starting to heat up a bit. Kind of all year I was just shocked. I would never find Mahomes base cards in like quarter boxes and stuff. And then there he is, $4.99 I sold that for. The last few months, since they were winning, but he wasn't having a great season, so I think people were just kind of off on it. I saw a lot more cards of his cards showing up in like quarter boxes and stuff, and I bought every single one I could find because I knew better. 111, 2. And they were still winning. It wasn't like, you know, he was throwing all these interceptions and they were losing. Sold this Dale Earnhardt card for $2.75. Action pack. That was kind of that card's kind of part of my NASCAR experiment, which did okay, but not glowingly, so I haven't bought a lot of NASCAR. Since then, I bought it because there was a ton of 90s action pack stuff, which I figured would have a decent market. And a lot of Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon, and I know those guys. I don't really know any of the new drivers, so I felt kind of safe getting into that. Here's a 12 card order for $34.88. So the first one is this Stat Smasher Emmett. So 10, 21, 2. So I thought, oh, that's a way to get in. It was a huge box for like $50. There were some sealed packs in there, and CD Lamb, Rookies and Stars Fanatics version, Pulsar Parallel, whatever you want to call it. So I bought it, and definitely sold some stuff right away. I made some money on it, and then other stuff. Oh, the 2022 Illusions Elliott Orange, that's in the other cabinet, so I'll pull that after. 11, 18, 24, should be this one, I think. Yeah. So I don't think my money is best being put into NASCAR. I don't mind having a little bit here or there. Going through boxes and I find a few cards of players that I like, you know, or racers, drivers, whatever you want to call them. I'll pick them up, but I don't know that much about it, and it just doesn't sell very well, so why force it? I know like Haley Deegan and Danica Patrick, some of the women drivers you can do okay with, so I'll pick those up. But all right, a 2020 Phoenix Ezekiel. Non-skewed, it's in the sets here, but I know right where it is, so I'll pull that. This is Ezekiel Elliott. It's kind of funny how Ezekiel stuff sells pretty well. It always surprises me because, I mean, I know he's a cowboy and that's the biggest part of it. Let's see. We need Ezekiel. I'm going to tip you down a little bit so you can see better. Ezekiel Elliott. I know it's in here because I don't have it skewed, so it's not like one I picked up outside of the set, which I do that sometimes when I find them. There he is. Ezekiel Elliott. Good sale on that. I don't have a reason to hang on to that card at all, so. But I've been changing my views a little bit on which players I buy. I look a lot more at teams now because I have buyers who will come in and buy the most obscure players for their teams, and I want to make sure I have cards for those teams. Okay, we need an Ezekiel Elliott mosaic. Here he is, blue and red there. I don't know what you call that. I just put blue and red prism in the listing. If I don't know on a card like that, I don't spend all day looking it up or anything. Sometimes people will message me and correct me and they'll say, hey, this is a blue explosion, not a blue Thunder Mountain, whatever. I don't know, making stuff up. And I'll say, okay, and then just go update the listing. So I don't have to do the work. Somebody else will generally do it for me. Now, if it's a big card or it's serial numbered or something like that, that's a little different. All-time franchise Staubach Red. Pretty cool card. I like that one. Now we got an Aikman base, 5-3. That's this one. 5-3, bag 6. No, 531. 531, bag 6. Here we go. Just an Aikman Select. That's another one where I can generally get Aikman stuff very, very cheap. And they got buyers for it, so I'll pick them up. Okay, then we need an Aikman Stat Smashers, which of course is in the random drawer here. These should be the silvers right here. Yep, there we go. These always kind of look gold when I pull them out, so I have to look at them twice. 1228-2. We've got a Michael, no, that's not it. Terrell Owens progression card. I like the progression set. You very rarely see the cards out anywhere, so when I was finding them in dime boxes, I was picking up a lot of them. Here we go. Michael Irvin. And then we need an Irvin Stat Smasher Gold, which I only have gold copies. I don't have base ones, which I don't know why, unless somebody else bought a lot of them before I could get to them from the seller. There we go, the gold. Nice, which obviously you'd rather have the gold anyway. 17 Donruss Ezekiel Elliott Ground Force. So that should be in the regular, the other cabinet with the regular stuff. I'm thinking that's where this, where's the other one I didn't have? Was it a Zeke? I don't know. There was one where I said I didn't know where it was. I think it's in the, I still have like a football non-skewed drawer of stuff that I purchased a while ago. I just, again, haven't switched it over yet. And stuff sells out of there still pretty regularly, so I just kind of let it sell down. Okay, I need a Pacific Dynagon Best Kept Secrets. Let's see, who is that? That is Drew Bledsoe. Nice. There it is. Best Kept Secrets, Drew Bledsoe for $2.99. It's a nice sale. I know that's like a popular insert that was, maybe they were tougher to pull, I don't know, but the Favre ones sell really well, so I'm sure I found that in like a dime or quarter box, and I thought, that's, Drew Bledsoe is okay, because I'm not going to find the Favre in the dime box, but you can find some players like that, and that's what I want to pick up out of those boxes. Okay, here's this one, very interesting, $1.99, came from the 10-cent non-sport boxes at the National. That's 75th anniversary Topps. I really like that set. I wouldn't mind actually picking up a few sets of those if I could find them somewhere. They're cool. They're nice looking. They have the Topps 75th logo on them, and it's just cards from all their different awesome, mostly non-sport sets over the years. And I just dig them. I keep meaning to like, oh, I gotta look some of those up and buy some, but I don't. Here's a Greg Maddux Holographics. Getting through these pretty quick now too with the algorithm. $1.99 on that one. Got a big stack of those in the bulk box buy. $12.29.9. $29.9. Oh, this one got a little out of order. Now I can get it back in order. Alright, so we need the baseball championships one. Here it is. With Ken Griffey Jr. And that sold for $4.99. Isn't that a great card? The USA baseball one. I like it. You don't see a lot of Griffey USA baseball stuff, so that makes it extra cool to me. Of course, it's Griffey, so you know you don't have to worry about the market on that. Griffey stuff sells. All right, here's another Aikman. Look at all these Aikman selling. Another Aikman Stat Silver, and that sold for $1.99. And we got a red Logan Cook. It's my second Logan Cook in 2 days. Kicker for the Jaguars. Don't know why everybody needs Logan Cook cards all of a sudden, but 11/21/8. So I need an Uno card. Red Uno. Should be right here. Got Logan Cook. My last one in there, so. Got a bunch of Uno to list yet though. But I can't scan those. They're not in Card Dealer Pro. I guess I could scan them, but I can't list them through Card Dealer Pro. So I just don't bother. I just list them myself. And I just have to sit down and actually do that, and I haven't. Been so busy just keeping up with stuff that I can scan and filling orders and all that kind of stuff. All right. This is a fun card because to me it's the only card that's any good out of this whole set. And it's the Griffey Jr. and the Barry Bonds from 91 Fleer. Oops. And this sold for $2.99. Okay, so not too shabby there. Good card to sell. Every time I find it in like dime or quarter boxes, I chuckle because of course I'm going to buy it, but it makes me laugh that I'm buying 1991 Fleer baseball cards because I always use that as my example of the worst design set ever. And here I am buying a card of it. But it's a nice picture. The simple yellow border design actually works great for a card like that, I think. And it's, you know, Bonds and Griffey, two names from the 90s we'll never forget. So 89 Upper Deck Ozzie Smith sold for $1.79. A big stack of 89 Upper Deck like stars in the big box buy, so why not? You know, you can't get a lot for those, but those are still cards that you can. So like I said, a lot of times I look at those cards as the ones that like offset your expenses, you know. 114 big four. Oh, it's actually a newer listing. I thought it was last year, but it's this year. 114 big four. Here we go. Just a Mahomes base, just like I was talking about. I would have got this. I had a whole bunch of Mahomes cards in here. These were in a quarter box, I'm guessing. $4.99 for a playbook base Mahomes card. Brady too. Lately I've been finding more Brady in like quarter and dime boxes and stuff like that, and that's awesome because I can, again, he doesn't sell year round like he used to. But he's getting closer to his year where you can get in the Hall of Fame, and there's other things that are. He is an announcer, even though most people don't like him. Seth Joyner rookie for $4.99. That's pretty nice out of 88 Topps football. People forget about that rookie. They only think of the Bo Jackson card in there. So that was a nice one that ended up in the bulk box. And that is it. So that's going to conclude this video. Thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget, every Wednesday, 8 Central Standard Time, Charlie and I go live with Stuart the Goat. And then also our next Goat card show will be March 16th, Sunday, March 16th from 9 to 2 at the historic Riverside Ballroom in Green Bay. Hope to see you there. Tables are selling really fast this time. I felt like we weren't getting through the tables very quickly at the last show, but now they're going really quick. I think we're like 80% sold out. So if you want a table, you got to get to us pretty quick here. And you can just contact thegoatcardshow@gmail.com for that information. I'll put the flyer on the screen here too. We hope to see more of you there. As many people as possible is that's the goal. But anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks again so much for watching. Remember, you can't sell what you don't list. And we'll see you again soon.